Hello, Pisces. This is your April 2020 reading, Lenormand reading. Excuse me, let me just get a sip of coffee. It's only 4 in the morning. I wanted to do your reading. I'm sorry about the glare from my little ring light, but we're working through we're burning the midnight oil, as they say, right? So here's the thing. Your reading is not an easy reading, but there are some very positive aspects to it. So I want to kind of look at the underlying cards of the deck. And I get this old, I don't even know if this is really, every good dog has its day. So it's like an old saying. Every good dog has its day. The truth exposes loyalty. Every good dog has its day. There's something about that. Alright, so there might be an ending to a certain financial flow in your life that starts. From what I can see, this ending is pretty pivotal. It's change that you're going through. And so there's an ending of a positive thing in your life having to do with something you started a while ago. It could have to do with a child, but I don't think it means, I hope it doesn't mean a passing or some kind of negative thing with a child. I do think that it has to do with somebody else's good fortune being kind of your kind of dark night of the soul in the past. And so there is positive things coming in the current, but it may not feel like that because the stork is looking towards the past. And I normally don't read the stork as a looking card, but I just feel that way. There might be some regret or remorse over a loss in the past, and now you're moving into a new beginning because you're finally getting over that grief because you're healing and moving forward in your life. This row in the past was awful. So like there's an ending, there's challenge or difficulty or strife over getting over an obstacle, and then there's arguments or fighting or recurring troubles, so, or pain, and having to clean up the mess of it all. So the past was not good. And now we're moving into the current. So you are on the upswing. You are at the top of your reading. In the middle too is a positive change that is uplifting, so that's good. But in the center there's something that's nagging at you, that's like bringing the reading down from where I would want it to be. It's like there's like this little gnawing thing, like the past is kind of still bugging you. However, there is a positive change of taking away something. So maybe removing something from your life, you had to, or it was taken away, has brought in more of an influx of positivity, or at least brought in a little bit of movement emotionally into your world where you can start to heal more. So like the stork eats the fish, right? We want to have an abundant food supply. That's important. So this also can be about a lessening of resources and having to work around that, but still having this positive energy come in and uplift us. In the future, I see a new start, a new beginning in terms of some place you go where you meet new people, or some meeting you have with children of some kind, somebody's children, your children. There is a meeting. And at this meeting, this may be a job for you. You may start taking care of people's kids, like a babysitting side hustle. I do feel like these meetings have to do with some kind of smarts or intelligence of some kind in some way. Maybe you are a school teacher and, you know, you were out of work for a while because you were ill or there were some challenges and you had to take off time from teaching, and now you're going back to teaching. And this is you kind of being in that environment again and feeling like you have to really be smart about how you navigate things now, more so than you were in the past. I don't know. I feel like there was challenges with tricky people in the past, or maybe your own children were pretty tricky, or just, you know, very cunning and smart and kind of a little mischievous, maybe. I don't know. There's also this, the fox is very intelligent in a way where he's like kind of a smart ass, but not necessarily a fresh one, just one that, like an Eddie Haskell, kind of like smooth talker, a little sneaky, but like there's maybe a child in your life that has been a trouble, and there's a positive change with that child or positive development with them. Maybe I'm seeing through the middle, reading it this way. There's been challenges that have been lessening, so that's really good. Or blockages that are being slowly chipped away at, that are, or at least you're finding ways of like through or around those obstacles in terms of meeting up or getting social with other people. So maybe just you haven't been able to visit with a grandchild or a child because of some health issues or other people's health issues and what's been going on with the world. And now things are much better for you, and you're able to visit with this child who is doing much better and is really, he's actually grown since you've last seen him or her. They've grown and they're very smart. There's something very highly intelligent about them. They have, maybe they're very into airplanes, or they're very into art of some kind. And this would be something that they do over and over again that they love. There's like repetitive cycles here, positive uplifting changes, and kind of very I wish I could think of the word I am looking for. It's on the tip of my tongue and I can't find it. A fox can be sneaky, but it also can be like super resourceful and super just smart aleck, smart whipper. It's like an old school word term, but whippersnapper, like just super cunning, something like that. Cunning is more sneaky sounding, but anyway. So there is this child that you've been blocked from, but now you're being able to work your way around those challenges. or this child had difficulties or challenges, but they are learning to overcome them and are actually quite smart. Um, there is this ending of loss due to a cleverness. So clever, that's the word I like. It's not the exact word, but it's better than the other ones. So there's this ending of something being taken, so, or an ending of an illness that creates this environment for like being able to work with children again. Maybe you have some kind of condition or something, or maybe your kid has some kind of condition that impairs their health a little bit, so that the past couple years have been really challenging, but there is a positive change. There is a lessening of restrictions and annoyances, and there's like a flood of stuff coming in. Like there's just lots of either finances coming in or just happy times coming in. Positive things just start swarming in your life after a time of like no movement, lots of endings that were challenging and sad, and then just like beating after beating from the universe. There is this very cool time of like these cycles of beatings end up bringing in much more for you than you would have ever thought of, and it's actually helping you to like make a living for yourself that was better than the past. So maybe you're just spending more time with family because you've given up prior obligations and you have more time and energy to spend with them now. It's looking very good. And there's also, you might have changed up your diet to something that is more meant for you, that's better for your body. I don't have a lot of cards about body and health here, but a positive change. The rat is not the stork's food typically, I don't think, but fish are. And so there is like a change that ends up leading you to, and the fox would eat fish too. That's totally fine. So there's like this new way of thinking about something, a smarter way of thinking about something instead of working so hard. So before you were working extra hard and for that abundance to come in, and now you're working smarter and things just seem to open up for you. New starts, meeting new people. There's like this, every dog has its day. So I think that says that like even a good dog can have a bad day, and you had your bad day, and now it's time for you to have a better time coming into the future, and the current and the present and the future. So I think that's great, Pisces. I really hope you do have a great April of 2020, and look out for me in May, and hope everything goes great for you this holiday season, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.